Okay, Joe. Okay, Joe.
Alright.
Do it, Joe. Do it.
I had to write this down, or otherwise you'd be here for like an hour.
Okay.
Woo! Alright.
Here we
If
go.
anybody saw me at Goldie's, that was a wreck, so. Alright.
You did good.
Okay. Whew. Alright.
Here we go.
First
That
off,
was
I
good.
love you guys.
We
Man,
love you.
I couldn't get through this without anybody else. But now, since I run the family, there's going to be a lot of changes. Seriously, though, I just wanted to first thank Ron for taking care of us over the past couple of days.
I love you.
All right, Big D.
Big.
I think you can tell a lot about a person and the life he lived by looking at the impact, that he had on his family and friends. And if that's the case, then Big D lived one hell of a life. From a boy who grew up in the Bronx, shared a one-bedroom apartment with his parents and sister, and sometimes grandparents, to the CEO of a public company, Den's story is pretty fucking amazing. At times, Den was he was larger than life. I mean, he owned a room anytime he walked in it. You know, he made friends. He made friends with everybody. The hostess, the waitresses at the restaurants, the dealers and the pit bosses at the casinos, to the nurses and doctors more recently. He just knew how to get to people. I'm pretty sure the book How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, which he recommended to everybody anytime he saw them. I'm pretty sure it was written about Den because he just knew how to make someone feel special. That's why he was such a good damn salesman throughout his career. He understood how people think and quickly won them over. For me, he has had such a big influence on who I am and how I've lived my life, except for maybe my politics and my occasional drink or partaking of cannabis, which was certainly not his thing, but he did love gambling, so I consider that a wash.
Okay.
There are three things that really stand out when I think about the past 45 years. The first is he always found time for us. Despite the fact that he was working his way up a public company, overseeing thousands of people, he always found time to be there for us. I used to give him shit for traveling all the time, but the truth is, he never missed the important things, and he was there when it mattered. I remember the epic wrestling matches we used to have where he used to throw me around the bed. I would end up crying because I'm a wuss. Reen would yell at him. Or the historic Nerf matches, baseball games we'd have. The Ooga Nooga, where the curveball on the bottom would just fall out from underneath it. He would take me to the field and hit me grounders, or try to get me to catch pop-ups, my nemesis. He could never do that. He never missed a road trip. When we were 12, he flew our whole team down to Florida for regions, bought us uniforms. He bought a van so he could take us across the country, and took us on the most amazing trips to the Bahamas, Vegas, Disney, the cruises, the lakes, Carrollton, Altoona, Lanier. He showed us what life is all about. The second thing is he loved his family with a passion. Everything he did was for us, to make sure that we never wanted for anything. He loved Reen more than anything in this world, and he showed us what it was like to love unconditionally. I mean, he couldn't go a day, let alone an hour, without looking at Reen or calling Reen. When we went to Hong Kong, I thought he was going to have a nervous breakdown because he didn't see her for 2 weeks. He loved the four of us, despite all our craziness. For me, in the teenage years, that I think I gave him a little heartache. Whether it's helping me with the fines I got for drinking in public, or getting me a damn good lawyer after I was wrongly accused of drinking after a Rolling Stones concert. I know he was a bit disappointed, but he blamed it all on Sibel, and who was I to tell him that it was all me, not Sibel. Or when Tan and I found ourselves in a little pickle after E was born, didn't have much money. Rena did. They helped us with the apartment, put a down payment on the house,
I only did that for Casey. And I knew Sam was
They
coming.
bought everything for us. They just wanted us to be happy and healthy, and he did it. He never expected anything back. Give the shirt off his back to anybody. In fact, he did. Anytime someone said they liked his shirt, he was like, "Here, take it." He just wanted us to be happy, and it's something that's truly impacted me. And it's why I fed Robert for 10 years.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. That'll continue, right?
Yeah, of
Thank you.
course. And Dan mentioned his grandkids. I mean, he loved you guys so much, and the calls, sometimes daily, tea, sometimes weekly, didn't matter. He just loved you guys so much, was so proud of you. All right, I'm almost done. Finally, his love for business. I mean, Dan lived to work. Some people work so they can live. He lived to work. He loved the art of the deal. And along the way, he built some pretty damn impressive businesses. Even when he was sick over the past couple of years, he would always light up anytime we talked business. Like, he wasn't mentally clear, but God, when you talk business, it was like, Jesus, are you sure you're sick? It was what drove him. And he may have had different management philosophies than me. And I think he thought consultants were parasites. I think Ethan pointed that out to me. But I always loved talking to him about work and asking his advice, and his typical response would be like, "Just fucking fire him, Joe." Or, "Joe, why the hell would you do that? That doesn't make sense." I don't think I ever appreciated how successful he was until I started working. I mean, not many people rise to the top of their company, take it public, have the level of success he did. Not many people also lose it, battle cancer twice, move in with their son, land on their feet, and love every minute of the journey.
Absolutely.
He instilled such a strong work ethic in each of us. And although we never wanted for anything, we knew we had to bust our ass if we wanted to make something of ourselves. I think we all have. Shit. I'm pretty damn fortunate to have a mom and dad who showed me the way, taught me how to love and how to care and how to live life to the fullest. I'm done. I love you, Dan. Thank you. Keep an eye on us.
We will. We will. I was going to do that. We will.